Welcome back to another disc golf video where it is Christmas Day, and today we are getting a Christmas Day round of 18 in. Back out at the home course today, James A. Dillon, not a soul out here, which is phenomenal. Kids went down for a nap. Wife said, hey, why don't you go get a round in? So of course I'm here. Let's go over to number one and get started. Okay, hole number one, we got 250 right up here on this bank. So I'm gonna go Athena out over the water. I let loose of that really early. There is a nice little drizzle going on out here. Fortunately, I was smart for one time in my life and actually brought a towel today. So that shouldn't be too much of a factor, but at least I was finally smart enough to bring a towel with me. All right, hole two, got about 310, straight as an arrow. So I'm gonna go buzz off the tee here. Didn't quite get the turn that I wanted on it, but it's down there. It'll be a birdie putt. All right, hole three, I got about 280. Goes through this gap right here. So I'm gonna go Discraft Archer, try to get it to turn a little bit, but then fade back a little slightly at the end. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. This hole is really sloppy right here, by the way. Definitely overturn that a little bit. That's one thing I'm gonna have to be a little cognizant of with my understable discs, is that I'm starting to get better with my form to be able to flatten out my throws. And so I can't do like with that disc, because everything was coming out on hyzer a few weeks ago. I could throw that, but then it would flip up for me and it was perfect. Now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm able to flatten it out, so it's going to turn a lot more. So something I have to kind of start taking into consideration. All right, so little dilemma. Found it right there in the middle of the creek. Honestly surprised at how far that got. That's about pin high. I thought I overturned that like way too much, where it was going to finish way to the right but short. So I use this disc way too much to not go in and get it. So yeah, I'm just going to go get it. Okay, hole four, we got 242 right here. So I'm gonna go through this gap with the Luna. Did not turn that. Okay, got hole number 5, got about 400 feet, par 3, straight down the fairway in this little group of trees right here. So I'm gonna go Discraft Heat off the pad. All right, rather than running this as a putt, I'm just gonna toss a little glitch up there. Sit down, sit down. Should have putt. All right, hole 6, I got about 225 around this big tree here. I usually go pig here, but I haven't thrown my roach in a while, so I'm gonna throw this, and shouldn't be anything too crazy here. There we go. Okay, hole 7, got about 200 right over here, so I'm gonna go this direction with a pig and just let it kind of crash into the basket. I'm starting to think I need to do like a nightly putting vlog, like have to hit 100 putts before I go to bed or something, because I'm so tired of missing those little gimmies like that. Hole 8, got a par 3. It's only about 170 up there, so I usually go to the front of the pad and just do a standing throw with the glitch. God, dude. All right, hole number 9, got a par 3, 292. Just gonna go buzz straight at it. Really good. So as terrible as we putted, still even through 9. So really disappointing effort putting. I should probably be 4 under, to be honest with you, because that bogey at 5 and then the last 3 holes just missing pretty easy birdie putts. So really disappointing putting wise, but throwing wise I feel great. So gonna try to attack this back 9. There's quite a few birdieable holes, so let's get after it. All right, hole number 10, got about 385 here, par 3. I actually just picked up this Champion Destroyer yesterday, so it's pretty stiff right now, so I usually go to the left of the tree, but I'm gonna go to the right of the tree because I don't think that I could turn this the way I need to. So let's give her a good run. Yeah, not very good, so glad I went out to the right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a little glitch here. Good par there to start out the back 9. I might switch it up to straddle putting the rest of the round. It's one of those things I just don't practice enough to have a comfortable go-to for putting, which is obviously the problem, is I don't practice it enough. So I'm going to try straddle putting the rest of the round and see how it goes. All right, we got hole 11 here. Straight as an arrow, about 345 or so. I can't get there all the way with the buzz, but it's going to give me the best shot of getting out there with some accuracy. So I'm going to go buzz here. This round's getting pretty frustrating, so I'm just gonna stop talking and just play and try to enjoy it, because this putting is just really frustrating right now. So see you at the end of the video. Okay, I'm done being mad now. Got my birdies, so I'm done being mad. But one of the things I still have to get better at is making sure not to forget about discs that work well for me just because it's not the perfect shot for that disc. I think I was saying it in my video the other day, where sometimes I'll see what's the exact distance and the exact shot that needs thrown, and I have a disc for that. So then I'll throw a disc that I don't usually throw or haven't thrown in a while, versus that last 3 holes, and including this past drive, was the roach. Now I turned this one over a little bit too much, but it's like, it's a 40-foot putt. Like, I'll finish it with a par. So I just need to stop being so picky about which disc I'm gonna use on a given hole. And it's just like, hey, roach feels fantastic today. If I'm 250 or in, let's just use that, you know? Okay, I'm just gonna go roach again. A little short. All right, well, I can't really be mad about that round because as bad as the front nine was putting wise, the back nine, I totally redeemed it. I have 3 takeaways from this round. Number 1, I'm switching to the Roach as my full-time putter. I've been using the Wizard for a long time. I like the disc. I'm kind of romantic about it because I have a buddy of mine that gave it to me who got me into disc golf. So it's been my putter for a long time. I've been playing around with other putters the last few months to try to get it right because my putting it really sucks. So that back nine today though, with the Roach, just felt fantastic. So I'm gonna switch to that for the foreseeable future. Number 2, I'm gonna straddle putt. I don't know why I'm not getting the mechanics of swing putting down, but with my staggered stance, it's just not feeling right. And so I switched to straddling, I switched to the Roach, and putt started to fall. So definitely doing those 2 things, switching to Roach for putter and straddle putting. And then the third thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on the distance of the shot rather than the distance and the shape. I know that both things are important, but like you saw with the back nine there, that Roach, I felt like I could do pretty much whatever I wanted to with it, whether it was straight, right to left, left to right. Felt like I could throw that whenever. The Luna is gonna be kind of the same thing from 250 to 300. The Buzz is gonna kind of be the same thing for 300 to 330 or so. I feel like I can move those discs wherever I need to and be like within a good error percentage. You know, like I'm not gonna be perfect with it, but I know it's gonna do the job and I'm not gonna have a crazy shot happen because it's a disc I don't throw very often. So those 3 molds are some that I'm really gonna be honing in on a lot more. That Discraft Heat that I've been throwing is definitely the longer ones, like 350 plus. That's turning out to be a really good one. So I honestly have like 4 or 5 molds that I'm gonna be focusing on. And if I have a hole at a course I haven't played that's like a one-off shot type, sure, I'll do that. But for now, I'm gonna be focused in on, it's this distance, great. I know I can manipulate this disc to go left or right or whatever I want. So those are the 3 things I'm taking away from this round. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Like, subscribe, save, have a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.